So we're going to be looking at some factorization questions. You can pause the video and then try to do them as we go along. These are quadratic expressions that we are factorizing. So if we have a quadratic expression like this one where there's no number in front of the x squared, or the coefficient of x squared is 1, then you can use this method. What you do is you're going to open two brackets. You're going to put an x in each bracket, and you're going to look at the last number, the constant, which in this case is 18. Factors of positive 18 that when you add them, you get a positive 9. So let's list the factors of 18. We have 1 times 18. We have 2 times 9. We have 3 times 6. So as you list them, you look at the combinations and see which one, when you add it, can give you a 9. And then we see that 3 and a 6, when you add them, 3 plus 6 is 9. And then 3 times 6 is 18. Therefore, we're going to put a plus 3 in one bracket and a plus 6 in the other bracket. It doesn't matter which one you put first. You could put a 6, you could put the 3, and that is it. That is factorized. And now we have the next question here. Again, you make an equal sign, you open your two brackets, and you look at the last number there. We have 36. Now we want factors of positive 36. And when we add them up, we get a positive 13. Okay, now here we have the factors, and then we see that 4 times 9, we know that 4 times 9 is 36, and then 4 plus 9 is 13. I forgot to put the x, so you put the x in each bracket. So we have plus 4 and a plus 9, plus 4, plus 9, and that is the answer. Now we have the next question, x squared minus 7x plus 12. Again, our two brackets, x in each bracket. We look at 12, it's a positive 12. Factors of positive 12, that will give us a negative 7. We have 1 times 12, that's going to give us a 7. You have 2 times 6, that doesn't look like it's going to give us 7. 3 times 4, then we have a 3 and a 4. But both of them have to be negative, right? So because negative times a negative is a positive. And also when you add negative 3 plus negative 4, you get a negative 7. So these are the two numbers that we are looking for. So it's going to be x minus 3 minus 4. Next we have this expression here. Again, we're looking at negative 12. Put our x, we put our x. Let's get the factors of negative 12. Okay, so we'll have 1 times 12 again. 2 times 6. So this time we want a positive 1. We have 2 times 3. That's not going to give a 1. 3 times 4. Okay. Now remember this is a negative 12. So one of these numbers, either the 3 or the 4, has to be negative. So you just look at it to see when you add them, which one will give you a plus 1. So if we make it 4 plus negative 3, this gives us a positive 1. Then when you multiply these two numbers, 4 times negative 3, you get a negative 12. That means that the two numbers that we are looking for are negative 3 and a positive 4. Just like that. Okay, let's do the next one. Okay, so again, two brackets, x, x. Now this time we are looking at negative 2, factors of negative 2 that will give us a negative 1. So we have 1 times 2. One of these numbers has to be negative. If we take negative 2 plus 1, a positive 1, what do we get? We get a negative 1. And when we multiply them, negative 2 times 1, we get a negative 2. So these are the two numbers, negative 2 and a positive 1. So you just put there, negative 2 plus 1. Last question. Okay, so again, let's get our brackets. we have negative 56. Let's get factors of 56. So when we look at the factors, we see that 7 times 8 gives us 56. One of them has to be negative because this is negative 56. So if we make it a negative 8, so you could always try make the 7 positive, make the 8 negative, or make the 8 negative, 7 positive. Just try each way and then see which one gives you a negative 1. And then you'll see that negative 8 plus 7 will give us a negative 1, which is what we want here. And then when you multiply them, you get a negative 56. So that means that the two numbers are minus 8 plus 7. So if you have any questions, you can leave them in the comments, and then in the next video we'll be looking at how you factorize quadratic expressions where the coefficient of x squared is not 1. We'll be doing cross method, we'll be doing different methods to do that factorization as well. That's all for this video.